Greetings and welcome. I'm Psychic Medium Roberto, and I truly hope you're doing well. Little birdie gave me a crime tip. Victoria Taylor has gone missing since September the 30th. What you see on the screen here is pretty much what I know. She was currently last seen approximately noon, let's say between 11:30 and noon on September the 30th. What was the 30th? Monday. Business as usual. Spirit keeps on prompting me. It happened on the previous episode, but in this case, start the recording now. So what I did do was, so this is where she goes missing. So it's early days. I did the first 3 days because, let's say on one hand we're dealing with a spousal situation, right? So yeah, she's here. This is her brother apparently. This is the day here with the cap on. Interesting choice of wardrobe, I must say. Is last seen at this BP petrol station. And then 18 minutes later, there was another picture. What did I do with it? Oh, here's it here. Let me just bring it in quickly. There we go. So on the right hand side becomes the bus stop picture, right? So this would have all just after 11:35, 18 minutes later, she's seen at the bus station. That is the last known sighting of her. She has a young child. And she was about, I don't know if it was about to, or there was a plan for marriage, but it was in that zone, right? So the 3 days leading up, what I'm not liking, I actually felt a bit of dread, to be honest. However, I don't know if the dread belongs to her. It feels like the dread is offset. I don't know if that makes sense, but we'll try to figure it out. So we've got a 44-8 in play. Let's just do these markers, and then when we continue, so September ends the 30th. I'm going to have to go energy flow sequence to continue to get a better read on the situation. But let's just have a look. So, when I pulled out these numbers, 27-9, 36-9, 44-8, these are hectic numbers, man. So that would have been Sunday, Saturday, Friday, the Friday. And what I actually said to myself on this day, if someone was targeted for whatever reason, they were going to be targeted. Okay. So I don't know where this is going to lead up, but that, for me, this was, and that's not where the dread came from, but just the numbers alone there are problematic for me. We got 37, 10, 1. Of course, the context is domestic first, anyway. In other words, day-to-day living, spousal situation. Let's see. Then the Sunday evening, I beg your pardon, the Sunday, we have the presence of 29-11-2. And I've also been cognizant of, there's been quite a few shows around these dates, so that's why I've started afresh. I didn't copy and paste them from another project. This project is clean. You can see even here, I haven't done anything. So here on the morning, we have a feminine outburst. So we may have a clue here. I haven't done the side yet. That I copied and pasted from here, and then I stopped. I couldn't continue, and now I'm continuing. So there's a feminine outburst, argument early in the morning. The night before, we got transactional elements here. I'm not feeling good about this. I'm starting to feel the treachery. So in the day where she goes missing, 39-12-3. Now on one hand, and there's several meanings. So this is a serious control element issue here. It speaks about on the first basic level control. And I believe in this case, for whatever reason, and we're going to figure it out, is about taking control. I don't know how that's going to fit in and play out, but let's see. We note also here another outburst here after the fact, let's say. 47-11-2. So 7 speaks about the union, the family. Because when you have numbers like this and there's a 4, you get 3 like 38s, 54s, or whatever it is. When it's 4s in the 40s, you're dealing with family. So this is a family situation, I believe. Of course, we got to get verification, confirmation. But this for me is a very strong family number. It's also about integration, working together, 11-2 unions coming together. It talks about even marriage, 22, joining together, contracts, family. 2 is also a family number. Alright, so let's see. Now, just to remind you, there's no 31 September on this planet. I'm purely doing it for a energy read. Immediately we've got a 44 here, I believe. 44 speaks about a father figure. Speaks about a father figure. 40 hidden 4. Now that could also be, mind you, the adult male outburst here. See, now when you have something like that, because it's hidden, right? 31-4. (31-4) is not a good number. So now I'm already, my senses are like, we've got, unfortunately, potentially, but I'm tingling, my body's starting to shimmer a bit. There's a body here. (13-4) can allude to a death. There's a hidden 44 male energy. Male energy can be father figure like, can be the father like. Something's not adding up here. So we got a 21-3 in play, but it's after the fact. So why is it after the fact? That's kind of iffy. We got a 48-12-3 here. This can speak to high aggression. 8. It's not making sense. Let's go to the next day. So technically this is also becomes the reflection zone, yeah. We'll sort that out now. So if you're watching real time, minute by minute, thank you. What I was going to say is I will do a summary at the end if you're not into the long haul. We've got a 14-5 in play, 22-4 in play, plan, premeditated, speaks about premeditation. There's a control issue thing going on here. Even this is like, this feels, I must say, it feels heavy duty to me. Whatever has happened here, it feels heavy duty. It doesn't feel like this person with her brother out at a family event or whatever. It feels this person. This looks operational to me. And is she sending a clue out or a timestamp anyway? That's what is going on here. You know, this is reminds me of the case I did, and sorry for not remembering the name, but I'll pop up the thumbnail here of the gentleman who was in school with the kids, goes similar situation, pops into a shop and then disappears. So ping pong ding-a-ling. 37-10-1. Now if we're talking trafficking, I don't know where this is going, but here's a network situation, operational. This, we got 33, 30 with an outcome 3. Something's not right here. Something's not right in the world. So this is technically also a bit of a reflection. So there is, we've got to find out who this deceased body is. 31-4 is not good. Alright, so I'm going to do a 3-6-9. I'm just trying to see which day. You see the okay, so let me explain my rationale. I'm going to do September the 30th. I mean, we may have to do this year as well, but my rationale is at midnight we already have 31-4. So I'm going to look here first to see what has transpired. So let's just zero this quickly. Let's see if I can pick up any imaging or messaging around this as well. I kept silent while I was typing out the numbers because a motorbike came by. But we have some interesting numbers here. Hold on, I may have put too many. The 23.5 is not there. Oh, hold on. So this 42.6 is a problem from a family point of view, because 42.6 speaks about the breakup of family. The word, and I'm picking up whether from spirit or in the air, a double life. So there is a 23.5. So 23.5 speaks about community, like a groupings. 14.5 also groupings. This is breakup of family. So here's actually a distinct difference here. Let me explain. So 6 is the family, right? Now you will know from previous episodes, and I'm trying to see if I see example here, but I'll write an example here. 24.6 is the family number, right? The reverse, 42.6, is the breakup of family. So that's hidden. We got 15.6 in the middle here. So this is the +3. We also see a 33.6 here. This is where the dread is coming from. The combination of 33.6 and this horrible 50, outcome 5. What is this here? This is an organized crime number here. Huh? So we'll see what the outcome will be, but we've got some serious numbers in play here. Unfortunately, there has been a murder. 18.9. There's something going on here. Or let me just put it this way. There's more to the story that we know. This is what I'm feeling. So the +6. (26.8) cover. Staging. 26.8 could be a bit of a cover-up situation. See, it's like she's taking control of the situation. 39.12.3. Because she left voluntarily, right? We can see her in the pictures. So it's like she is also taking control. Yeah, there's been some decisions leading up to this day here. So if we take it on the non-conspiracy theory situation, 37.10.1 also speaks about family discussions, family decision making. So there's a 21-3 here. This means she may have been feeling trapped inside there. A lot of emotional numbers around as well. Not to be divisive or anything, but the thing is when you, and we'll get confirmation, but it's here. It would be interesting to know what her date of birth is. Because all of these 11s and the 20s and the 11s and the 2s, it's like an emotional situation. See, this is still a problem here. Hidden 40. See, this is someone we don't know about. I would say she may have gone to someone that is of like a father figure or even a father, but certainly older male. See, this confirms that theory in that if she's gone somewhere to another man or hiding at her father's place, whatever, she's gone somewhere. So when the situation goes down, so breaking off family, meeting another male there. Now, if you like, this layer here is a family layer. Okay, this layer here is like you joining a group or community. So she's leaving her family. I won't say a cult situation. A cult, you're going to see like, oh shit, there's a 33-6 here. Huh? Is that a bit extreme? I mean, she looks like a regular family mom. I was also going to say, like, cults, you're looking at 33-6. So the intention may have been, so she breaks from her family, joins the dude, but this 50 outcome 5 is still a problem. So that was the intention, the idea. See, we may be overlapping here. See the 30, so if we overlap the 6, the plus 6, so the 36-9 becomes that 37-10-1. Decision makers, family. All transactional numbers here would be these here, 46, 19, 10. If we do in the overlap. This was premeditated. don't know what her background is or what the circumstances were. I only know she was engaged to be married. She had a kid already. Something's off. Something's still a little bit off for me. So let's just see here. So the next, see the +1 on this day, yeah, gives us the 40. The 40 reveals himself. That's what I was hoping to see. Alright, beg your pardon about the crash zoom there. 37. I beg your pardon. Oh, hold on. Oh, this is meant to be 39, beg your pardon. Yes. It happens a lot. That's why I say it adds a lot of time if I record it real time. The issue was I thought I made an error, so my brain goes into, like, I don't know, fix mode, and then I backtrack, and then I figure out what the problem was, and now it's corrected. Okay. No, it still doesn't give us. Well, yeah, here's the 44 year. Yeah. But why is this bothering me here? Let's just see a 49, 13, 4. There's something about children here as well, huh? Jesus, what are we dealing with here? See, now this 50 now makes sense. This is an organized crime element here. Sorry to say. Outcome 4, the Godfathers. This is problematic here. So on the regular, taking control. So she takes control. Whatever this meant in taking control. But what actually happens, there's always bigger fish in the sea. Well, let's just follow through. See that 30 with an outcome 3 is present here. And it starts the day. There's something very suspicious going on here. And I'm also getting the feeling it feels like there is a staging going on. There is a 26-8. There is a bit of a staging going on here. Because it's almost, so look here. This is what's bugging me. This 31-4 bugs me. So midnight to sunrise, there's a body, right? This speaks to actually disbanding of like a grouping. I was actually just trying to see if this was all a big setup, and then she made, she left her life behind to go start a new one, or just not live the life she was living, like this situation here. But if we have to play forward in real time, what happens on this day, then into this day, into this day, that's not good. Something's not making sense. Now, unfortunately, this is what convinced me. 41.5, quite a treacherous number. It's the number, I believe, we find at the Gabby Petito crime scene, where it's, I mean, it's part of a crime sheet. It's what you do after the fact with the body, right? 41.5 is not good. I would just say on the surface level, these 2 days here are quite treacherous. I'm going to flag this now. This 50 outcome 5, I believe that's where we need to look. However that affiliation came about, whether they happen to see her walking on the streets, or if there's any kind of link or whatever it is, I have no idea what the backgrounds are. But this is the kind of number you don't want around when people go missing. These are the kind of people that have their thugs. 14.5, the thugs. Kidnap for the bigger bosses, or kidnap and kill, or whatever. Because on the +6 here, this under normal circumstances, human beings that are targeted, I think I may have said that. I said it for a year. If you are targeted, if there's people after you like 14.5, a group of people can be represented by one person at the interface, at the initial interface, but represent a bigger organization, criminal organization. These numbers here, it's got to be a miracle if you get past this zone. And unfortunately, what they do, 53.8 to the human body is the equivalent of 41.5. So what is this? It's definitely about taking control of a situation. Whatever, we're going to need to backtrack at least 10 days to see what is going on. But for sure, there is definitely a plan that was in play, purpose. There's higher ups involved. So let me just see. Something's not good, yeah. And I don't believe it would have ended well for her, unfortunately. $57.12.3. So earlier I mentioned 47.4. If the sequence begins with a 4 family, if the sequence, beg your pardon, if the sequence begins with a 5, there are actually Can it be? Politics. 5 also brings around the politician. Ooh, maybe that's the hidden male, dominant male figure. There's a dominant male figure around here. Could even be in politics. So what is going on here? Because this under normal circumstances, and of course we can define normal, this would be organized crime, or it can be a shitload of drugs. Like a container full of drugs. Is that what it is? Didn't we see this recently? This is why we must be careful not to smudge. But when I saw this 57-12-3, the impression came over me, politicians, political circles. This surely doesn't have anything to do with Nicola Belay cases by any chance, eh? What bugs me about leading up to the event here is all these big decision-making numbers. 28-10-1. 28-10-1, that's big arguments. Decision-making going on. Contracts need to be paid. Legalities. Transactionals. It's bigger than just a mom leaving, I believe. Her wardrobe for me tells me something. So we'd have a 15-6, 16-7, 43-7, made to look like. See, there is a bit of, hold on here. I'm referring to this day here. So in the +9, sorry, I'll try to keep it as neat as possible. The in and out of this day here is giving me more information. I was just going through it in my head. So we've got 34. Let's zero this here quickly. So we've got 43-7. There's quite a few 7s around, and when there's too many 7s around, I get a bit nervous. See, there's another staging number here, 43-7. What is going on here? But this is someone familiar. So I'm getting someone familiar. And we see the 15-6 again. Where did we see that 15-6? Yeah. So definitely someone, the 15-6 also made to look like 43-7, Made to look like she ran away. Something's not adding up here. Now, unfortunately, and I say it with caution, allegedly, but this 15-6 brings around the terms boyfriend, husband, whereas the hidden 44 is the father figure, older male. Something's not adding up here. Alright, so let's look here. See, we got this 37 in play again, 37, 10 ones. Why is there a transactional element here? Something's not right here. I've just been... this cap is telling a story. The 2 days that follow the last seen days are filled with treachery. There's a lot going on here, I must say. There's a layer, and then a layer, and then another layer. So the +9 see here, there's an abduction. Unfortunately, not so nice stuff here. And if we go to the next day, we have that 40 outcome 4, which results in a death. There's been a lot of strange behavior lately. A lot of strange behavior. So I do know that they found her clothes near the river, or alongside the river. So 20 outcome 2, so let's look at evidence. 20 outcome 2 speaks about a body of water. And this is the thing, I believe she may have changed out of clothes willingly. I'm still getting a sense of taking clothes off, putting clothes on. The chameleon. And here's a chameleon number here, 16-7. So what I mean by that is she can change her identity, okay, physically. And actually 51.6 speaks about, it's almost like breaking your image, breaking your who you are in a way. So it's, okay, that's what it is. So when I said 3 layers, so there's definitely a plan in play here. Okay. So the operation is going down. We see all the operation numbers the day before. It's going down. Okay. Whatever this operation is, I believe she may have gone to meet someone, 15.6. But the 15.6 turns into something else. So the 15.6 turns into a 14.5. It's almost like she was lied to. Oh, hold on. 19.10.1 is internet. I wonder. And we've got 19.10.1 the night before. There might be a, in terms of looking for her, internet trail. But the problem is when she gets there, things go sour, I believe. So, for example, so this is abduction number. Whoever she thinks whatever she thinks she's going to do or whatever, she thinks it's this young guy, 15.6. Or let's say of her own age, 15.6 of her own age. But when she gets there, it's actually a 40 outcome 4, an older male. And then things go south. There's definitely strong evidence of internet activity, huh? 19.10.1. There's definitely a sense of wanting to break off from the family, 42.6. But I believe when she gets to where she thought she was going, it's not exactly what was promised, in a way you can say. So if she had met someone online, they could have said ABC, but when she gets there, it's DEAD. Trap. 21.3, a trap. See, here's this hidden 40. And the 14.5, so if we look in 2 days after in the blue zone, 14.5 speaks about lies, eh? I believe she may have been coerced. But I'm still picking up other layers. There's something. There's definitely there's something she did not expect. Wherever she was going, or whatever the plan was, it's not what she expected when she got there. Alright, thank you very much for watching. All right, thank you very much for watching. Let's keep an eye on the news, but definitely a double cross here, I would imagine. All right, stay safe, stay alert. See you at the next one. Bye for now.